The library was Alara's refuge, a sanctuary of dust and quiet, but the third sub-level archive, the repository of obsolete minutes, was different. It wasn't just quiet, it was deadly silent, absorbing all sound like a sponge. Alara, a paleographer specializing in discarded histories, was down there looking for a specific ledger. The air was thick and cold, smelling of ozone and forgotten copper. The rows of steel shelves stretched into the gloom, each compartment holding time-stamped files, things that were planned but never happened, canceled treaties, unmailed letters, inventions that failed in prototype. She found the section labeled Deck 1987 EM. Her target. As she reached for the heavy leather-bound folder, a faint, rhythmic sound began to emanate from the next aisle over. Tap, 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 like a faulty grandfather clock. "Hello," she called, her voice a reedy whisper, swallowed instantly by the silence. She pulled the folder open. It was empty, save for a single small brass key lying in the center. She picked it up. It was freezing cold, and a shiver ran from her hand up her spine. The tapping stopped. From the end of the aisle where the emergency exit sign should have glowed, the darkness seemed to deepen, coalescing into a vague, tall silhouette. "You shouldn't have opened that," a voice scraped out of the gloom. Not a human voice, but one that sounded like dried paper being crushed. Alara backed away, her heart hammering. "Who are you? What is this place?" "I am the curator," the voice replied. "And this is where things go when they are rejected by reality. The dreams, the actions, the moments that never came to be, they stay here, and they get hungry." The silhouette took a stumbling step forward. Alara could now make out the faint, grotesque details. A body formed entirely of compressed, brittle index cards, its face a smooth, blank surface marred only by two deep, hollow sockets that stared with crushing absence. "That key," the curator rasped, its papery form shedding flakes of dry ink. "It was the key to a moment, a future that never happened. Now that you've touched it, your moment, your current present, is marked for inclusion." Alara turned and ran, the little brass key clutched tight. She scrambled past shelves that seemed to be growing closer, the scent of copper and ozone intensifying. Behind her, the rhythmic tap, tap, tap began again, closer this time and faster, like a pulse quickening. She burst through the heavy steel door, slamming it shut and spinning the thick wheel lock with frantic energy. She leaned against the cold metal, gasping, but the library above was no longer a refuge. It was too quiet. The gentle hum of the fluorescent lights, the muffled sounds from the street, they were all gone. She looked down at the brass key in her hand. It was no longer a dull brass. It was polished and shining. And etched onto its head was a single, cryptic date. December 16th, 2025. The date of her current present. Behind the locked door, the pounding started. Not the rhythmic tapping, but a heavy, deliberate, thudding impact, shaking the entire shelving unit. Then the curator's voice, clear now, no longer a rasp, but a cold, articulate whisper right next to her ear.